in the cupboard. No, the one by your knees.
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Hello. Listen, if you look right over here, you will notice that I am dangerously close to doing that thing where I get way ahead of myself without explaining to you guys what it is the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Right, so, let me explain what it is we're doing here, because this is worth checking out. Before we get too far, we've made a few changes to our jig. You can see our homemade janky bike jig. Scored a little bit of MDF that had some quarter 20 nut certs already set into it, so this was able to bolt my 80-20 extrusion to some MDF, so hopefully the two of them act like kind of a little sandwich to kind of stiffen everything up a little bit. Also added this cool viewing screen right here that hopefully will help as I'm explaining what it is I want to do. Hopefully this will help be a little easier than jumping back and forth between, you know, here and there. We can just all handle it right here from the little room together where we've spent so much time. Okay, so. Okay, well that works, but there's supposed to be an indicator light there, but that's okay. I also feel like there's supposed to be kind of, yeah, there's supposed to be some, hang on, I got it. There we, yep, that's got it, okay. Now we're in business and we can proceed. Okay, so this is supposed to work with like one of those Apple pencils, but hopefully this will do. This is more the correct color. Because this, I think we can do with this, I think we can, let's see. Yep, put on, yep. Yep. Whoop, not that, okay, sorry. We can do whatever we feel like with this. So, as we talk, there we go. As we talk about this, we can go through and have some sort of explanation for what I'm talking about so we don't get a back and forth between this screen and the other screen. Anyway, enough about the technology for the moment. I have just become ensorcelled with the bike park. It is so much fun. If you have the means, I highly recommend checking it out. It is so choice. Anyway, that being said, I'm sure I've covered before, I'm too big and gangly of a moose for rental bikes because, I don't know, reasons. And this is what we do here is build crappy bikes. So let's build a crappy park bike, huh? Right, so park bike, downhill bike, yeah? Okay, so much better informed, better looking, and more heavily tattooed mountain bike people than myself have referred to the current modern crop of downhill race bikes as the Formula One of mountain biking, which is a wonderful, wonderful example. I think that actually holds great. Anyway, they're both like bleeding edge of technology in the current thing. They're both designed to go around the place that they're going as fast as humanly possible. They're both in the hands of an expert. They're both just capable of doing things that you wouldn't imagine car or bicycle capable of doing. Yeah, very cool stuff. On the subject of the Formula 1, really though, I mean, I'm glad that it's a thing and I'm glad that it happens, but it's not really my style. That's not really my style of racing. It's not the thing that I really, I don't know, all that turning corners. I mean, it's fine. It's fine for some people. Not really the thing I'm into. It's going to be a shitty allegory for mountain biking. But anyway, the kind of stuff I prefer, just one dumb guy's opinion, is stuff like that. Right? This is just sort of my style of stuff. It just sort of all the fabrication and then whatever, it appeals to me, okay? But not this style of thing, because I have the same problem with this that I have with this, okay? Both of these things are so far removed from what an actual car is. They're so unattainable for average jerk-off like you and me that I can't relate. I can't relate. I don't know what it'd be like to drive an F1 car. I don't even have, or a top fuel dragster, or like a fucking alcohol funny car. Like, these are things that are so far out of my realm of experience and so far out of the realm of stuff that I could even expect to be around that I just can't relate to it. So hence I'm just not, it's not entertaining to me. Okay? Not my thing. I don't love it. I'm never going to be a good enough mountain biker to utilize a downhill race bike to the best of its ability. It's always going to be sort of wasted on me because I can't do stuff like this, right? I can't do these kind of things that would make a race bike good. Make it work, make it whatever. So anyway, so my thought was, what sort of thing, if this and this aren't really your style, if we're going for that kind of metaphor, what is? Glad you asked. For my money, I like this kind of stuff. Something in the flavor of a fuel altered. Absolutely cool. I just think these are the best. And again, it's not the most efficient, it's not the fastest, it's not the most whatever way to get down a track, especially not anymore. I mean, they're impractical and silly, but my goodness, they just make my meatloaf. So I want to do something kind of like that. I mean, you know, a loose approximation like that in feeling, right? So in the spirit of being kind of hot roddy and sort of doing all things not in the most efficient way, kind of all things wrong, like we love to do around here, is do everything we can as wrong as humanly possible. Let's get some linkage up here and let me tell you what we're doing. So when I think hot rod stuff, I think park bike, I think whatever. Most people go small wheels, we go 27.5, both ends. And that's fine, I guess, if that's what you're into. But I'll tell you what, whenever I thought about making this 27.5 on both ends, it just sounds, meh, it's fine. Sounds like someone's done it. It's not a big, you know, whatever. But when I think about making it 27.5, 26, that, ladies and gentlemen, that sounds the most like this. That I can imagine. Not a downhill race bike, not something that's going to be the fastest anything down the mountain on any given day, because I'm never going to be the fastest anything down the mountain on any given day, unless it's guys at the bike park on a hardtail. Then I'm setting records every day right here. But I'm not generally going to be the fastest dude down the hill, so I wanted to make something that's going to be a little bit more fun, right? A little more hot rod and make my slower time down the track a little bit more enjoyable. Some big, we're talking bike park stuff here. We're not downhill racing. We're not doing the World Cup circuit. We're not doing the UCI World Cup downhill, any of that. We're doing bike park stuff, big jump trails, some tech trails, but mostly just big flowy stuff, jumps, drops, all that cool shit. So we wanted to make something that's going to be most fun than that. We're doing a dual crown fork. We're going to do it probably single speed. Got a really nice leverage ratio for a nice coil that we're going to have happen. It's going to be nice and short, good standover, all of those things. Party in the front and a party in the back. This thing is just going to rip. So we're just going to do something that's going to be easy to get around, up and over jumps, around corners. It's going to do whatever else. It's going to be, we'll get the numbers up here. Can we get the business side up here, what we're doing for numbers wise, while we look at our linkage? So it should be fun. It should be all right. It should not be, again, it's not going to be the fastest. If you wanted a downhill race bike, probably not this one. If you want something to screw around on and have a good time, this might be the guy for you. So we're going to give it a shot and see what it do. And the parts. Guys, I'm super excited about the parts that are going to go on it. Again, I'm not made of money, but every once in a while, I mean, we're not getting any younger here. That's going to do this thing once. Might as well do it right. Check this shit out. So this is going to be awesome. So hit that. No, you know what? No, never mind. Forget it. I was going to tell you to do the thing, but I don't give a shit. Whatever. Follow along however you see fit. So I guess we could say that it's all downhill from here. I'm sorry.